yogis, and good morning. Welcome to your class this morning. My name is Raquel and this is Rex. We are just hanging out today, and I thought I would just do a video for how to Sirsasana. So this is supported headstand that we're going to work on today. So first thing is that supported headstand requires different skills, right? So we need core strength. We need to find our balance upside down, right? So we can find our balance standing straight, but what about the opposite direction? Finding balance, really engaging the abs here, and then really working with the upper arms, the shoulders, the neck region, and just supporting all of it and knowing where to be in the posture to keep yourself the most safe. So if it's completely new to you, join the club, because it was new to me once too, and it took me months and months to get it, and I still don't have it perfectly, right? So I fall out of it all the time, and that's why we call this yoga a practice, right? This is a practice that we'll always be working on. So first thing, we're going to, so we have many places to be here, right? If this is your first time. We want to have the abs ready, right? So whatever that means for you, maybe you did like an ab workout before this. We want to have the abs engaged. Maybe you did just a yoga class before this so that you are warm and ready. Maybe you did some sun salutations, 3 to 5 sun salutations at least to warm up the body. We don't want to go doing this without being warm and ready. So the first thing we'll do down dog as much as I can with Rex on my mat. So we're doing down dog, right? But our first practice is dolphin. So dolphin is down dog, but with the forearms down. This is dolphin, right? So this is the arms and the muscles that we're going to be using for our headstand. So this is, even if this is what you do today, this is perfect, because we need to get these arms strong. If this is really hard for you, then this is where you could start, right? We don't need to say, oh, I want to do headstand and then go in it that day, because that's not how it works, right? We have a practice. So we practice to get there, and the first practice is dolphin. So let's stay here for a few breaths. This might be your practice, and if it is, then maybe you stay here for 10 breaths, and then you go to child's pose to relax, and then you do it again for 10 breaths. Maybe you did it 3 times. Come here, Rex. He's gonna run away. So let's take some deep breaths. In your dolphin, engaging the hands still, the forearms. Beautiful, and then come out of it, drop the knees, tabletop. So from here, I'll kind of talk about how the shoulder stand is set up. We're doing, out from underneath. Stick, perfect. So we're kind of like in a tabletop, and we drop the forearms, right? And then we're reaching the hands to the elbows to measure where the arms are going to be. We have them out in front. We drop the forearms, drop the elbows, and then find them. So hands reach towards the elbows, and that's the measurement that you want them at. We don't want, sometimes the elbows might want to try to fall out when we go into it, but no, we want to keep them engaged, keep them square, keep them at elbows distance. Perfect. So here we are, we measured this, and then we come here, release the arms back out, and what we're looking for is an interlace of the hands, right? So this is going to be our little basket for the back of our head, right? So again, we have, so this is like me sitting down and showing you what it's gonna look like reversed, right? So the hands are clasped behind your head. And then we have our interlaced fingers, and then the pinky, the bottom pinky, goes in front of this other pinky. So they're lined up together, right? So here we go. This pinky is in front of the other pinky. They're not on top of each other because that doesn't create a stable foundation, right? So clasp the hands, pinkies in front and in back of each other. Beautiful, yeah. So we have this stable foundation here, right? We've measured, we've crossed the hands, we've created our stable foundation, and here we are, right? So the thing about HeadStand is that we're not putting all of the weight on the head. No. We are putting the weight on the forearms, on the hands, on our stable foundation. Maybe a little bit of weight goes into the head, but really the majority of the weight is going to be on the arms. We want to protect the neck here. So ideally, we're not at the crown of the head, we're not at the forehead. We're in the middle of those two. So there's a middle place right in between the crown and the forehead. That's kind of where our goal is, to maybe get our head, but you kind of shift and find out what's best for you. So you drop the hands, and then we're going to gently tuck the head underneath. Find your basket for the back of your head and drop the head down. Right, so we're here, we drop the head down, and then just kind of shimmy, find the place for you. Push the forearms into the mat, okay? And once you're there, so this might be where you go, and then you might lift the knees up and find a down dog with this shoulder stance. So, and then this might be where you go today, right? This might be as far as you want to go, and that's okay. Check back in with your arms, make sure they haven't fallen out. Now, if you'd like to go further, you gently walk the toes up. Walk them up all the way until your hips are on top of your shoulders, so they're in one line, okay? So we walked it, and then we just lift one leg. Lift the other leg. Switch them. Beautiful. Yeah, so just going back and forth with that for some time. And always taking a break and going into child's pose. Your body needs a little rest, and then you can go right back into it. So just taking your time here. We have our forearms, let's measure again. All right, we got our measurement. We clasp our hands, we tuck the head, find your little basket, push the forearms into the earth, and then lift the knees up, walk them in. Lift one foot at a time. Lift the other. Maybe you start to lift both. And then playing there. Just with both knees bent, you lift them up and just hold them. Engage the core. Bent knees, and they're held up. Right, so when you're just holding there before, we're not really wanting to kick the legs up, right? We're wanting to lift and control them up all the way, okay? So let's find our place. We took our little child's pose. Rex found a bird to chase. So let us lift the knees, walk them in. Here we go. We lifted one leg, we lifted the other, and we hold it. Hold it. Knees are bent, hips in line with the shoulders. And then maybe we raise one leg. And then maybe we bring it down. Maybe we raise the other. And then bring it down. Take a break. So really what you're playing with is this right here. Taking your time, bent knees, lifting one leg, lifting the other, lifting both maybe. Right? Okay, so we have it there. Maybe we started lifting both legs. Take a child's pose, relax, rest. Okay? Good boy. Nice. And then if you want to go further, right? You lift both legs and you find your balance. When you're on top, you're gonna tuck your pelvis. Your pelvis might wanna bend, right? You might wanna bend at the hips, but tuck it underneath, engage the core. There's a place you're going to find in headstand where you don't feel like you're doing any effort. It takes a while to find, but you will eventually find that place that says, I don't have to move at all. I'm balanced, I'm straight up and down. Gravity's not working on me either way. Yeah, there you go. Gravity's not working on me either way. So let's go for it one more time. We measured, right? Got the hands. This is always our step, right? Because we don't want to miss this. The basics, our foundation is the most important part. Tuck the head, lift the knees, walk them forward. And if you're here, maybe you start to raise your feet. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And then another thing, you might fall backwards. So you want to know how to fall too, right? Falling the first time, I was always so scared to fall. And this is why I didn't do inversions. This is why I was scared to do inversions. So it took some time, you know. I think falling is just part of growing. And I was scared to fall. And that's human, right? That's human nature. Come here. He's crying. So I was scared to fall, but I fell, and I fell, and I fell. And then I said, hey, it's not just so bad to fall. I keep getting up, right? As long as we're doing it safely. That's the most important part. We're not rushing into things. We're not kicking our legs up so high, because we're just gonna like, whoop, fall backwards, right? A good thing to try initially when you're lifting your legs is a person. If you have a yogi friend who wants to help you, or someone you will force to help you, your friend, your family, have them stand and put their arms behind your lifted legs. So here's your legs and here's their arm holding so that you're not gonna fall back. You could also use a wall, so maybe the wall would be right here and you would set up really close to the wall with your hands right here. And so if your legs do go over, they're just gonna come right back. You're not gonna fall over. So try it out. I think even if you don't use a wall, the best thing to do is remain in control. Don't start kicking up and down. Look at this. Sorry. Don't start kicking up and down, just remain controlled, okay? So I hope this helps you guys. Remember to always take your child's pose after you're done. Really counter and absorb everything that you've done. So thank you so much for being here. I hope this helped you. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comments section. If you like it, please like and subscribe with a friend or to a friend. My name is Raquel. Namaste. Good boy.